We can see that she can't eat. Like it's clear as day.
Because I don't have a job, so why is that hard to explain other than selling my ass?
Now be honest, my ninjas. In the comments, let me know. If she was selling cheeks, who would you purchase?
So incredibly high quality, personality-wise, just amazingly high quality women, right? And because I was able to recognize that, and I respected them so much, they would wind up cheating on me or leaving me and get...
Yeah, once a lamb, always a lamb, my ninjas. If you're a man out here putting women on the pedestal, it's the quickest way to get a woman to leave your ass. The same way we like to go after a woman, we love the challenge, and when we get it, we feel good. Women feel that same way. If a woman don't have to put in no work, why is she gonna value you? You're not valuable. She didn't have to work to get you. You just put yourself there and put on a pedestal and do everything for her. That's clown behavior, my ninjas. Don't ever do that shit.
Eating the most degenerate morons you've ever seen. No joke. Out here in Phoenix, this is no joke. There's a girl out here that I could potentially even get her to come in and talk about this. She's a pretty chill girl. She would talk about this. It's one of my ex-girlfriends. Lovely girl. I would have given her the world. I saw her value. So nice. I took her to Hawaii. I was so nice to her. We had a lovely time together. After about 6 months, I actually wanted her to move in with me because she's so intelligent, so incredible. I wanted her to move in. She's that amazing. I want more kids. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. She wound up declining the offer. Why? Because I didn't have frame. Then she wound up dating somebody after me who is flat broke. I actually know this guy. He's a very nice guy. I like him a lot. But a failed musician on massive amounts of drugs. He got her pregnant. And then she wound up living in a trailer park, having to go work at this like old person's home just to be able to pay for her daughter to go in daycare. Okay? And she called me later. She's like, it was the worst mistake of my life. Like, fuck. I think about it every day. And so she sucked me back in. And I got sucked back in. And here's the best part. You ready to hear this? I lost
she left you again.
Okay? I lost her again.
No, she left you again. Of course. You know why? It's because he showed her he ain't learned shit. Yeah, so she respect him less. She treated trash, and you still took her back. Don't value yourself. And if you don't value yourself, how is somebody gonna value you, my ninja? Real shit. Don't be out here treating women like princesses and queens and shit. You gotta treat them bad. Ask my wife. I treat her like garbage, my ninjas.
Living in a mansion, she chose to keep scrubbing floors and cleaning up feces. That is how bad they don't want to date you if you don't have frame.
That is how bad they don't want to be with a lamb. Yeah, once a lamb, always a lamb, my ninjas. When you're built by God, but it's 2025, okay? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. You know what they say? God took 6 days to make the earth, and he rested on the 7th day. And then just gave him about 2 weeks of work. Jesus Christ, hey. Like and subscribe, my ninjas.
So my flight is delayed, which means I get to start my first color page of the day. And if you're curious, this is called Zen Color. It's so fun because this coloring game is inspired by Zen, which means while I'm coloring, I'm actually listening to super relaxing music.
Have you looked at some of the things that are being
slavery. Yeah, slavery was a bad thing that was to talk about.
Okay,
Like
he's not whitewashing slavery.
So he's not.
He's not. No,
Okay.
he's not. And you cannot tie imperialism and racism and slavery to just a race, which is pretty much what every single exhibit does. But let's talk about the fact that when you let's talk about the fact that
slavery in America was.
do you realize that only less than 2% of white Americans owned slaves?
It was a system of white supremacy.
You realize that slavery is thousands of years old?
Like beyond embarrassing for CNN and even Jillian Michaels to broadcast this.
And Jillian Michaels was like, it's so unfair that slavery in this country only gets blamed on one race. look. As outrageous as that is genuinely funny. Like, look. Look, I'm not gonna tell anybody how to feel, but if you heard the words I said, that Jillian said, and you immediately got angry, I would ask you to take a step back. I'm not gonna tell you how to feel. You can be angry. You want to be angry because it is a very short-sighted, ignorant thing to say. But that's precisely why it's so funny. And it's so funny too because when it comes to history like that, there are always these bad actors that try to pull the thinnest straw man out of the woodwork. You know, there'll always be that person.
Exactly. And considering we didn't know of Jillian Michaels since her show The Biggest Loser, her MAGA influencerness needs attention.
Do you know who was the first race to try to end slavery? Well, what's controversial?
I'm very surprised.
This is an extraordinary exercise in historical revisionism.
I'm really
Historical
surprised.
revisionism. Do you realize that
Jillian, I'm surprised that you're trying to litigate who was the beneficiary of slavery and
I'm
who
not.
was not.
What I'm trying to tell you
in
is
the
that
context of American history. Okay. In the context of American history, what are you saying is incorrect by
What I'm
saying
saying
that
is you
it was white
cannot-
people oppressing black people?
every single thing is like, oh no, this is all because white people bad. And that's just not the truth. Like, for example, every single exhibit, I have a list of every single one. Like, people migrated from Cuba because white people bad. Not because of past. Yes, no, it's in there. That's what I'm saying. You don't actually know what's in there. Do you know that when you walk in the front door, the first thing you see is a gate?
Thus, seeing how she made it previously, she knows how to become table fodder and the ire of many online.
And it makes sense to me that someone like Jillian Michaels would say something like this. She is from a reality TV show. She's known for the show The Biggest Loser. Yeah, that's who she is. That coach from The Biggest Loser. You know, the nice one. The Biggest Loser was a show, I don't think it's still on the air anymore, so if you're not familiar with the show, it was a show where they would bring on people who were overweight, struggling with image and everything, and they would help them lose weight by making them do slavery.
Please support this wonderful comedian by going to youtube.com.
First, I made some jerk chicken snack wraps, and I use a protein wrap with no sugar in it. And y'all, these were so bomb. 10 out of 10. These are permanently on my menu. I was inspired because I had a snack wrap from Popeyes, but I was like, I cannot be eating this. I gotta make my own. And these came out so bomb. Next, I made these plantain goats, and they're super easy to make. All you need is plantain, you need your favorite vegetables. All you need onions, tomatoes, jalapenos, goat cheese. And when you cook plantain, you want to make sure they're very ripe, otherwise they taste super starchy. Then for the rest of the week, I decided to cut out meat, so I made this bowl with plantain, couscous, black beans, red cabbage, avocado, and some goat cheese. And when I say I'm trying to cut back on sugar, I'm not talking about fruit. So for dessert, I made this sorbet with mango and strawberries, and then this fruit bowl. Just as everything I ate this week, trying to cut back.
Like, what you mean, like a moving company? Back in here, let me get your number then real quick. Oh, hey, girl, what you doing? You can't be doing that. People
I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah, you can't be touching on me like, yeah, you can't be grabbing on me like, oh, hey, girl, what you... Back in here, let me get your number then real quick. Oh, hey, girl, what you doing? You can't be doing that. People
I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah, you can't be touching on me like, yeah, you can't be grabbing on me like that. What if I grabbed on you? Stand up, let me see you. Let me see what you're looking like.
No, I like it.
Why not? You can't stand up for me? I just want to see. Damn, I ain't know you was. Yeah, I ain't know you was like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what we finna get into?
Whatever you want. You ain't put your number in.
I did. I just called my son.
Oh, okay, busy.
So what we
For
finna
sure.
do?
Are you trying to leave with me?
You know?
How old are you?
Older than you.
I forgot to ask you. That's my fault. How old are you?
It don't matter now if we leaving the way.
No, I'm just saying. Why you look like you finna try to like grab on me or something like?
I'm not, my bad. You told me to keep my hands.
No, I'm just saying like. How old are you though?
I'm 20.
Oh, okay. Like what you mean, like a moving company? Back in here, let me get your number then real quick. Oh, hey, girl, what you doing? You can't be doing that. People
My bad, I'm sorry.
Soho instantly regrets it.
According to Arco and the people in the comments, he never even hit her. She was just on the floor because she was embarrassed that he called her out. Wow, he's so brave. He's not a victim. He's a survivor.
I just saw you from over there. Let's see. We get used to that. Thanks. How old are you? Oh, I'm Jane, that's you. Any chance of the incident? Nah, right. That's not very nice. Oh, no, it's fair enough. You know, taste isn't for everyone. It's okay. Right, I'll see you guys later. Good day.
There were women in the comments saying stuff like, this is why there's a male loneliness epidemic and men deserve to be lonely. I personally think the dude was trolling, but even if he was serious, he was just exercising his preference. How would he be wrong for not wanting to get her number?
Bro, I bought her the ring, bro. I bought her the ring. And I don't know how I'm gonna tell her that the money's wasted, bro. Because they sent me the wrong thing in the mail, bro. Look at this. They sent me a 2019 Gixxer, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, I'm so upset, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna tell her.
Yeah, when it comes to the whole like believe all women thing, unless the guy comes out and confesses that he did whatever is alleged to have been done, I'm assuming most men are going to say, I did not do that. So if we say believe all women, that smuggles in disbelieve men.
And it can mean that we have situations where people lie on it, and that's terrible. But
as a call taker, it happens a lot. There should be blame men for things that men never did to them. But oh, he ghosted me. Oh, he dumped me. I've encountered way more false accusations than I have it's a real call.
Really? How long have you been doing?
I dispatched for about 15 years.
But so for that 15 years that you were a 911 operator, you're saying that the majority of the calls you got where a woman was alleging that she had been essayed.
In calls where women alleged they were assaulted, there were more of the false calls than the real calls, yes.
I got a quick question. You single? Yeah. I thought she was cute.
My man is somewhere lurking.
You want another one?
Do you trick?
Y'all got tricks? For real? So your roster tricks. You do? They got me fucked up. They tweaking.
Yeah, we gotta normalize walking away from them toxic situations. Ain't nothing player about being a payer.
If you was to date me, like, where do you see yourself at, like, in 5 years? With me being in a picture, like, where would we be?
In 5 years, maybe in a house. I mean, depends on how we go. We have to invest in each other, you know, grow together. I mean, you're a nurse, right? I'm an engineer, so I mean, that's.
It shouldn't take 5 years.
Shouldn't take 5 years, but I mean, we should have.
Should be able to get a house tomorrow.
Really depends on your budgeting, though. You know, if you like to spend, you know, that would be the deal breaker.
What you mean, my budget?
I mean, like, if you just, you know, not good with money.
So, are you cheap?
No, I'm not cheap. We're just talking about there's some people out there that they see 1,000 and they spend it the next day.
But you can get it back.
But I mean, financial responsible, you know,
Okay.
you're not responsible with money.
I'm responsible with money, but money come and go.
Hey. Okay.
And why'd you pop? I pop because I feel like you have to live your life and you just do what you want in life. So it's not about depending on how much the house is. As long as like you happy in that house, so it don't matter about the price of it.
All right, that's your opinion. I feel you.
You can spend $1,000 and get it right back. Who does she think she dating, Mr. Beast? She doesn't want a rich man. She wants a baller. Most rich men gain their wealth over time from making smart decisions with their money. She wants a man that looks rich and has the image but lives paycheck to paycheck. We know that there are certain men that are losers, but we really have to normalize calling certain women losers.
Look at this.
Can you buy some pizza from the place?
Y'all want to go on a date?
Can you buy some pizza from my What's
I got-
the restaurant right here? Can you buy
I'm not sure. I got pizza at the crib though.
No, I want you to come buy some pizza from my hood.
I got pizza at the crib.
But we live in South Carolina.
Damn. Shit.
It's not really that far away from
It is
not.
really that far. Can you buy some pizza from my hood? We'll think about it.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
Alright.
I'm just fucking with y'all. Y'all good enough.
He said you ain't getting no pizza unless I'm getting a piece of that ass.
I think women actually don't want equal treatment. They couldn't handle it if they got it, quite a number of them. It's a tough world out there. And what a lot of women are actually asking for, and you can look aghast at this, is special treatment. If you look at all female shortlists for positions, is that equal treatment or is that special treatment? I think what women need to realise is that you have to toughen up. We can't ask for equal pay. You have to be paid on performance and you have to be paid for the results you deliver. It's a tough world out there, and I don't think Karen Brady and others are doing us any favours by putting this sort of debate out there. I think we have to just compete in what is a tough world, and I think we need to keep that. We need to look after it. Do we want a world that's completely void of colour? Do we want everything to be magnolia? No, we don't.
Yeah, it's always special treatment. I don't think women would actually want to live in a world where there was genuine equality. In a world of actual equality, since women... Can opt out of parenthood via adoption or abortion, then men should be able to opt out of parenthood via signing some papers that say that I'm not financially responsible because I don't want to be a dad. No more 50-50 splits during divorce. You leave with what you earned. Make it so that women have to register for the draft to vote. Make it so that all the tests to be police officers, firefighters, in the military, all equal. Matter of fact, go ahead and get rid of the whole WNBA because women having their own league is inherently sexist. Why do women get their own league? If you want genuine equality, then only the best basketball players get to play basketball and watch female sports die out. You'd have to get rid of ladies' nights, female-only gyms, men paying for dates, because none of that stuff is genuine equality. I think if we actually did a genuine equality and not this equality, but only when it benefits women thing, I think that people would be singing a different tune. People can talk how they want, but I don't see any feminists in the Ukraine protesting for equal rights. I see the women from the Ukraine moving to other countries trying to date high-earning men, while the men from the Ukraine are staying in the Ukraine dying on their land. Feminism isn't about equality, it's about complaining for privilege.
Hello? I'm not too tight. Out of 21. Height 6'3". New York. Do you speak Spanish? Get okay, mommy! Get okay! Hola, mamacita! Very bonita!
The youngest I ever do it, let's go, baby!
Okay! 18 with 16 or 32 that I'm ready you and I don't do hula hoops.
Trash.
The Moxie baby, if I party on your comedy, probably piss you off. Did I do that? Or can you like Uncle?
Hey.
Damn, that shit bad.
Obtuse, rubber goose, green moose, guava juice. Barely on parents as wrong.
Girl won this dunk contest? So I'm over here watching the 2022 McDonald's Slam Dunk Contest, and a girl by the name of Ashlyn Watkins beat out 4 other participants to make the finals. The finals were a matchup between Nick Smith Jr. and Ashlyn Watkins. So Nick Smith's first dunk off the side of the backboard with a windmill, that's an easy 60 from the judges. Alright, here we go. Ashlyn Watkins' first dunk. Rim grazer. Somebody get this commentator. Listen to what he's saying after the rim grazer.
10 seconds. Ashlyn Watkins can fly!
And that got a 59. You know what? Shout out to dude in the middle for not giving in to peer pressure. All right, here we go. Ashlyn's second dunk here. Off the backboard, tap and lob. Get this commentator out of here, bro.
Air Jordan to Air Ashlyn.
So that got her a 59. Nick Smith needs a 60 here to win or 59 to tie. Okay, dude, it's over. It's over. Crown the man right now. They gave him a 58.
Ashlyn Watkins wins the dunk contest.
Man versus bear thought experiment.
Yes, and I too would choose the bear.
Okay, so for our male listeners, set this up. What is this thought experiment?
So you can put any woman in your life like in the scenario.
Okay.
It's like, because you can even ask a man, like if it was your daughter who was in the woods, would you want her alone in the woods with a bear or with a man?
Yeah, and what do women say?
Always they would pick the bear.
Always?
My algorithm might know me, but I have not seen one of the TikToks where someone picks the man.
Okay, so take me through the reasoning. Why is that?
Well, I guess like with a bear, you know what to expect, and you like, and it's like what it wants is very clear, and it feels a little easier to navigate. And all bears are pretty much the same. With a man, it could be anything, and you don't know what to expect, and you don't know. The worst case with a man feels potentially worse than the worst case with a bear. Is that like, I mean, it sounds bananas, but that's how it feels.
These are the most spoiled women with the most freedom in the safest time in human history, by the way. I don't see her doing a podcast with the bear. To be honest, the most concerning aspect is that this is a grown-ass woman who can vote to send young men to go die in wars for what she believes is right and wrong.
Anybody else noticing how the mention of war is causing gender ideology and feminism to just like basically evaporate? I saw a guy talking about how he's paying close attention to this work because he's wondering if people are going to start getting drafted and men have to be worried about that, you know, and women in the comments, like feminists are like, God forbid men have to do their duty. Now it's not toxic masculinity. When it comes to dying on a battlefield, we're all good with that, but any other time it's this toxic masculinity. Like now it's God has a design. We are all created differently. Women can't do what men can do. Yeah, I guess when it's gonna cost you your life, your ideologies change real quick.
Dude, what's a brat girl summer?
Oh my god, I'm a brat girl summer.
Where do you put it? What is it?
It's being hot, it's feeling yourself, it's being like sexy. It's just a brat girl summer.
What's brat girl summer?
Being a dumbass bitch.
Real with me.
Older women with a younger guy is completely fine and cute, but an older guy with a younger girl is kind of gross.
Why?
Older men dating younger girls can be really creepy and it can get really weird really fast. He just wants to feel younger again and he wants to feel attractive again. But when older women do it, it's cute because it gives them that sense of freedom back, and women have this stigma of aging super poorly.
A lot of people date people who remind them of someone they used to be. Both in older men and older women doing this, both of them want to feel younger.
I think that's true.
So then, why do you feel like it's different when a man wants to feel younger versus when a woman wants to feel younger?
Men are known to kind of be predators a little more. Like, all of their friends are their age, except for, like, their girlfriend. But, I mean, like, hey, if that's what gets the girl money, like, I'm not judging her, I'm judging the man.
In those dynamics, the woman is dating for lifestyle reasons and the man is dating because the younger girl is attractive. So both sides are getting their needs met. We have a tendency to blame the older guy, but not the younger girl.
What the man is doing is kind of poor, and it's not good, like, morally, like, to go after a younger person knowing that he has an advantage over her. The woman is doing it, I don't know, I think she's being smart. She's hopping on an opportunity. He's going out and literally searching for younger women, and it's just like, are you smart enough to jump in the way and take the opportunity, ride the wave home?
What was your name?
Georgia.
Press.
And this is why I say the sexual revolution was only meant to benefit female promiscuity. She believes that it's okay for young women to have the body autonomy to be able to target older men who have resources, but she doesn't believe that it's okay for older men who have resources to use their body autonomy to date younger women. It's called a transactional relationship, and this has been a thing throughout all of time. It's not something that I agree with, but there will always be young, pretty women who don't have anything to offer the world but their looks. And there will always be rich men who have a bunch of resources that like young, pretty women. And this is also why there have always been fathers that have stayed in their daughters' lives. The scariest part is that she thinks that her logic is sound.
Diabolical things I want in a man.
Alrighty, let's see what you want. This is how it's gonna go. So everything that you say, I'm gonna just calculate a percentage for, and then we'll multiply them together to find what percentage of men in society actually satisfy your requirements.
Number one, height. My man's gotta be above 6'2". My last two boyfriends were 6'3". Both of them. And they were jacked. And they looked really good. How am I supposed to downgrade from that? So, unfortunately, my next man will have to be 6'2" and up.
Alright, not gonna lie, we're starting off pretty intense. Maybe the rest won't be as bad, but 6'3" and up is 1.4% of all men.
Number two, you can't have a bed. I need you built. I need you fit and going to the gym multiple times a week. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna date a fat guy. If I can be in the gym 5 days a week and be fit and care about how I look, you can do it.
Alright, this one is a little bit more subjective and I had to do a lot of research for it, but what I came across was that the percentage of men that are very, very fit, meaning that they go to the gym multiple times a week, they have a body mass of around 10% to 12%, that is around 3% of men, and that's being very generous based off the studies that I found.
Number three, he cannot have a salary cap. Whatever career he's in, he needs to have multiple streams of income, and you need to be able to make as much money as possible. That's why I will never date a guy who looks like corporate. What is your 100K salary cap rating for you? You go back to how we will get to 150, yeah, over. I need you in a career that is going to make us money. I am a lover of luxury, I like expensive things, I like expensive vacations, so will you. If you're in it, so we need a career that can support that. Number four, whenever we travel, he's not defining status. I'm sorry, we're not saying economy together, it's just not. Again, this is where the lack of salary cap is playing out. And number five, he's not really so much. Not really impressed when I hear somebody has a Rolex anymore because those can be really cheap. I'm not sure if I had a DP or a tech and maybe multiple of them. The Rolex can be your day watch and it still better be 15 bucks.
Okay, so the last three things I'm going to just jumble up into one. Having multiple streams of income, being able to fly not only in economy class but business class, being able to afford nice things, and having multiple luxury watches,
I'm going to say that this guy is going to have to be a millionaire or make $8 million a year. So I'm going to be really generous with this and say it's 1%, and 1% in many states is not even $1 million, but I'm going to say he has to be a 1% income earner. So it looks like my girl here is from Toronto, so we're going to add up the United States and Canada as well. We're going to use both those figures for the male population to calculate her chances of meeting somebody that fits her needs and criteria. So let's go ahead and crunch the numbers. We have 164.4 million men in the United States and 20.25 million men in Canada. Adding both of those up, we have 184 to 185 million men. Now, it doesn't seem like she's really picky on age, so we're just going to go from 25 to 50 for this data set. That's about 60 million men rounded up based on all the data I saw in the United States, and about 6 million men for all the data I saw in Canada, which gives her a pool of 66 million men in that age category, and then we have to multiply the variables that she put out there. So that's 66 million times 1.4% for the height, times 3% for the fitness, and times 1% for the income. And this gives you a total of 277 men. So roughly rounding up from US to Canada that fit your criteria if you're not willing to compromise. And on top of that, they have to and want to commit to you and be in a healthy relationship, which are factors that I have not calculated because I don't really know personality, because I just know you off this video. So let me know if you guys think in the comments below that she's going to find her. Best of luck.
Yeah, it's crazy because there are so many women that could actually find happy relationships with men that care about them, but they're so greedy and money hungry. They'll probably never be with love. Bet you of the 200 guys that are left, half of them are married, and probably 2 or 3 of them are gay. She's basically saying she wants to date an NBA player, and the craziest part is, even if there is